Great. So thank you all so much for making time today to join us for the Chinese American Librarians Association's 50th anniversary virtual celebration. And we are so excited to have you all here to join us in celebration for this important milestone that CALA has been working on for the past 50 years, since 1973 to today and going forward. My name is Ray Pan, and I am currently the CALA president for 2022 to 2023. And with the executive committee, the board of directors, and so many active members throughout the world, we are so delighted to have this opportunity to celebrate together and to sort of experience this in a way that is joyful and hopeful and just sort of inspiring for all of us to join together for this important milestone. So I'm gonna just move on to the next slide here. I don't think we have Sarah here, but Sarah Uya, who is a school librarian and our graphic designer based in Peru, created this logo back in maybe late 2022, I would say. But I'm gonna just check here for a second if Sarah is here or not. I don't think so. I think she mentioned she has a school meeting. But I'd like to really acknowledge and thank, I think it was ALA, International Relations Roundtable, that connected me to Sarah. And then somehow, I found out she is also a graphic designer, and she was really generous with her time in making this logo for us. So it's really great to have that connection. And now we want to acknowledge and thank our sponsors and donors, so many folks from Overdrive to EBSCO, Simon & Schuster, Sage Publishing, Penguin Random House, and NASIG. And I know that we have some folks here who would be interested in just sort of sharing. And so maybe I'll ask someone from Sage. Todd, would you like to go first?
Sure. Thanks, Ray. And congratulations on the 50th anniversary. Great to see that. My name's Todd Baldwin, and I'm a vice president at Library Editorial at Sage Publishing, based here in Washington, D.C. And so I just wanted to, if it's okay, Ray, just a little bit of background on Sage, which is that we are a global academic publisher. We publish 1,100 journals, more than 600 books a year. What I work on is a set of 7 suites of resources for the library that support student learning. We publish across, we have 7 different publishing offices around the globe. But the important bit is that we were founded in 1965 by Sarah Miller McCune when she was only 23 years old, with the belief that social science should play an important role in shaping society. Sarah has, obviously she is toward the end of her career now, over 50 years later. And a little more than a year ago, she guaranteed our independence indefinitely by passing her voting shares in the company to an independent trust. What that gives us is a guarantee of independence. It means we won't ever have to answer to shareholders. We're free to be creative, think long-term, and to do more in terms of championing new ideas that drive social change. And that's what brings me here today. I wanted to tell you how proud and really thrilled we are to sponsor this new scholarship, a new scholarship that will be awarded to library school students from the National Associations of Librarians of Color. At Sage, we're working to weave diversity, equity, and inclusion into everything that we do, and ever more deeply into our culture. I personally am the executive lead for diversity, equity, and inclusion in the Sage US offices. So we have a number of internal programs aimed at advancing that. But we also have an external program about a commitment to having a wider impact in society beyond Sage. And at the same time, one of the serendipitous benefits of our commitment to inclusion and belonging at Sage is that we're becoming ever more and more of a listening culture. So the scholarship that I'm here to just thank you for is that it was conceived after a series of listening sessions with members of the National Association of Librarians of Color. Ray, I think you were one of the participants in that session. And in that session, it became clear that the librarians there would appreciate an investment in future generations of librarians. So we developed a scholarship. And I just want to say I'm grateful for your input in helping us to have a wider impact at Sage. The best ideas we have often aren't ours. They come from people like you. And I think that's not just what I believe. I think that's what we at SAGE all believe. Up and down the organization, we think that we can only achieve our goal of having a more healthy society, a healthy future for higher education is only possible when voices of all backgrounds can thrive. So thanks again for being our partner in that.
Thank you so much, Todd. We really, all of us from ALA, APALA, Reforma, BCLA, and CALA, really just so thankful for SAGE's sponsorship for the scholarship in the respective associations. Great. So now I'd like to ask if Kate or Alec from EBSCO, if you're here, just want to make sure. Okay, so I think maybe they're not unable to make it. So we'll move on to NASIG. We have a board of directors from NASIG, Moon.
Hi, and congratulations to CALA on the 50th. I am Moon Kim, Head of Collections at UBC, and also the NASIG board liaison to the Equity and Inclusion Committee. So thank you for allowing me a quick moment to speak to you today as a NASIG representative. So NASIG, and I'm gonna drop the link in chat, formerly the North American Cereals Interest Group, is an independent organization that promotes communication, information, and continuing education about cereals, electronic resources, and the broader issues of scholarly communications. NASIG provides a rich variety of conference and continuing education programming to encourage knowledge sharing among its members and to support their professional and career development. NASIG is a member of CALA, and we're pleased to help sponsor CALA's 50th anniversary celebration / reception at the upcoming ALA annual conference in Chicago, and strengthening our ties with all the NALCOs. We also hope that you'll join us at our annual NASIG conference taking place between May 22nd and 22nd through 25th in Pittsburgh this year. And I'm also going to drop the link to our annual conference in chat. NASIG is also planning for a virtual conference in the fall, so please be on the lookout for that. And again, congratulations to CALA and thanks.
Great, thank you so much, Moon. Really appreciate you and NASIG's support. And I wanted to also just hold space for a second here. I know folks from Overdrive, EBSCO, Simon & Schuster, and Penguin Random House are not here. And if you are, just want to give you a space to share. All right, so thank you again. And we'll proceed to also acknowledging so many of our individual donors. You can see the list here and it's growing. Thank you all so much for supporting and donating to CALA. And together we continue making CALA having a really great future ahead. And with that, I'm going to transition to a video performance by one of our own CALA members who's also really active and co-chair or chair of the Public Relations and Fundraising Committee for this year, Wei-Ling Liu. And I just want to see if Wei-Ling, are you here?
Yes.
Hi, Wei-Ling. Before I show the video, do you want to say a few things about the video to give commentary?
Well, thank you for this opportunity and thank you to show this video. This is a dance of the Chinese Zhang ethnic group dance. I was the leading dancer, so I think this is about, well, let you watch. I will not explain that much and take your time. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Wei-Ling. We have many talented members, as you can see here, as Wei-Ling shared her involvement with dancing. So we're going to just show this brief video. All right, so that was really cool. Thank you, Wei-Ling, for showing us your talents and participating in that performance. And we're gonna proceed from here as people are still coming in. So agenda for today's virtual program. Yeah, please give some shout out in the chat for Wei-Ling and her performance there. For today's agenda, we'll have brief remarks from the task force members who've been leading this for over 1.5 years. And so thankful for all of them for giving input and steering this with me along with CALA. And there'll be the congratulation video that we are going to showcase, created by Jamie Lin. And then there'll be some project updates. So all of you who are maybe new to CALA or not familiar with CALA, you get to a sense of different types of activities that we have going on in celebrating 50th anniversary. And then at the end, if there's time, we'll do some small breakout groups if people would like to sort of connect and so forth. First, we have our task force members. So again, my name is Ray Pan. I am the CALA president for this year and co-chair. And just thank you all for being here. So I will pass it over to Susan.
Hey folks, I'm Susan, one of the task force member. I am currently at the New York Public Library and really excited for this really tremendous feat of CALA. I joined a couple years ago when I was an emerging leader, and it's really great to be surrounded by folks who understand, what it's like to be Chinese American in the library field. And I am passing it over to Vinci.
Hi, everyone. My name is Vinci Kwong, and I'm the current vice president for CALA. And I joined CALA many years ago and got to meet a lot of friends. And CALA is always very friendly and welcoming. So if you know anyone that is interested in, joining a library organization, even though they are not Asian, ascendants, please feel free to ask them to join, because we'd like to meet everyone that support our mission and vision. Again, it's great to get to know many of you, and congratulations, CALA.
Oh, and you can pass it over to Sai.
Hi everyone. Ray never said we need to talk, so thanks everybody to join today's celebration. And the CALA, I have been with CALA since 2005, 2006. So it's my professional home. I'm very glad I have learned a lot from our library pioneers and from everyone in the community. So I hope CALA will continue to grow, and as part of the ALA caucuses, and will work more closely with on the other groups. And I just hope our 50th celebration will be very, very successful. And thanks again for everybody to joining us.
Thanks, Sai. And Michael?
Hello, my name is Michael Huang. I'm Director of Global Library Initiative at Stony Brook University. I'm also the current CALA Executive Director. I just want to thank all of you, our CALA members, committee members, chairs of the committees, our friends, our sponsors, for your contribution to CALA. And it is you who have made CALA a success. And it is all of you who have made CALA a true international library organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks, everyone. So we're going to move on to our next slide here. So folks have been sort of sharing in the chat box. Feel free to share, where you're located, who you are. Feel free to do that. I want to make this as interactive as possible. And we just want to note that we have over 500 members in CALA throughout the world. So that includes all of through North America, as well as Asia and Pacific regions. So it's a really great opportunity for this coming together. And as people are sharing, feel free to look up and see where folks are. And a little bit about CALA. As mentioned earlier, we have a mission statement as a nonprofit organization, a volunteer library association. Our mission statement is to support the professional development and research scholarship of CALA members, focusing on Chinese Americans in professional organizations, enhancing leadership development through mentoring, networking, collaboration, and also really engaging throughout North America as well as the world, and really aim to inspire Chinese American librarians, library workers to really meet those professional goals and contribute to the global library community. And we have our founder who had Dr. Zuchong Li, who had passed away a couple of years ago. Dr. Li has been so instrumental in starting CALA, working with another group called the Chinese Librarians Association, and then merging it. And so, really, we want to express our gratitude to Dr. Lee and his family for supporting CALA for all these years. And we want to also show folks who are not familiar with Dr. Lee's history and work during this time in a short, brief video. So I want to just show here.
So the salary was very low, so I did not accept it. So I shifted to study library science because when I was young, I'm very much interested in the library work. So I studied library science. When I graduated, there are 5 jobs for one librarian. How about that at that time? So I picked it up. That's my first job was at Illinois State University. I got several offers, but I picked up the one which paid me the most. So I went there. My former professor, Professor Lindemann of Columbia University, said, Lee, you should not just looking for money, you should be looking for your future. She recommended me to go to a university in Connecticut, which considered Harvard in Connecticut.
Great, so that was just a brief video. There is a longer oral history video that you could find in the CALA YouTube channel. So I think, let me just stop sharing this for a second. And that will be shared shortly. So this is just a remembering of Dr. Lee and his work. And so for those who are wondering about the video, it is actually created by emerging leaders in 2014 that I was part of. I had worked behind the scenes. This one was, I think, 2 other folks who had worked and interviewed Dr. Lee in 2014. So another point that for those who are not familiar, CALA is a member of our organizations listed here. And actually, let me do a full screen. We are a member of the American Library Association. We are a member of the Joint Council of Librarians of Color, JCLC, which just had its amazing 2022 conference a couple of last month, I believe. Yes, just last month. It feels like we're at the tail end of March, and it feels like a couple of months have been packed into this month. But anyway, CALA is also a member of the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions, known as IFLA. And with that We're also very active regionally, and we have different chapters across North America, as well as our most recent chapter, Asia Pacific chapter. So if you are a new member or planning to be a new member and you want to connect locally, we have chapter presidents joining this call, as well as members in these different chapters who can engage with you and support you and your interest in CALA. So I really want to thank our chapter presidents for taking on this work and for leading CALA in local areas. This is an ALA tribute resolution recognizing the Chinese Americans Librarians Association's 50th anniversary. And this was shared at the ALA Council during the ALA Lib Learn X, which was held back in January in New Orleans. And so you can see the text here, but it will also be shared out later if you want to read it. Really, we want to thank ALA and ALA Council and for recognizing this important tribute and milestone of CALA. And now for folks who have been asking, and this link has been shared just now, we do have a fundraiser through Bonfire, our t-shirts like the one I'm wearing right now, and some of you might be. Feel free to get a link. Click on the link and get a shirt of your choice, and this directly supports CALA. And thank you so much for folks who've been sharing that link and for buying the shirts and for maybe getting them as gifts for other people. So consider that as supporting CALA's 50th anniversary. All of the funds go to our reception that's going to happen, that I'll share shortly, more information, but as well as our scholarships and travel grants as well. All right, so this is the main event we have, which is the CALA 50th anniversary congratulations video. Jamie Lynn unfortunately could not join us today, but on her behalf, I just wanted to share that Jamie Lynn is our video project manager for this and agreed to take this on. And Jamie is the Education and Professional Development Manager at ATLA. And Jamie shares with me to share with you that, quote, "I am very thankful and appreciative of everyone who met with me and participated in this project with me. And thank you for the opportunity," end quote. So I'm going to share this short video. It's about under 5 minutes here. Here we go.
Dear CALA, congratulations on your 50th anniversary. Started 50 years ago by the late Dr. Zizhong Li, you have grown into a home for many Chinese and American librarians from North America and around the world.
Hi, my name is Michael Huang. It's my great honor to be Executive Director of CALA as we celebrate 50th anniversary.
First, I'd like to thank CALA for creating so many opportunities for library workers in the past 50 years.
I made so many friends with CALA, made so many advancements with my career, so CALA is very much dear to my heart.
CALA has helped me and supported me in my professional career and helped me grow and make progress.
In occasion of celebrating CALA's 50th anniversary, I would like to take this opportunity to thank CALA for supporting my professional growth.
CALA has been a tremendous platform and provided a unique opportunity for my professional development and leadership training, and I'm forever grateful.
CALA creates a community for all its members and connects us together with a common sense of belonging. I am Zheng Yehe. I have been a CALA member for 16 years.
大家好，我是邢依婷。我从2021年开始加入 CALA， 到现在已经快2年了。Greetings everyone, my name is Tina Crimson Shing and I've been with CALA since early 2021.
Hi, my name is Angel. I've been a CALA member for 3 years.
My name is Yang Le. I am a CALA Life member and the past president of CALA. I have been with CALA since 2012.
My name is Ying Zhang. I have been a CALA member for 25 years.
My name is Ruth. I've been a CALA member, a student CALA member for 1 or 2 years.
Wei Ling Liu, a lifetime member of CALA.
Hi, my name is Michael Huang. I've been a CALA member for 25 years.
I'm Shali Zhang. I have been a CALA member since I started my first professional position in libraries.
My name is Lian Ruan. I'm a past president for CALA and also two-term executive director. I have been CALA member since 2003.
Sally Tang, 46 years.
My name is Ray Pun, and I have been a CALA member for 11 years.
Hi, this is Jim Neal. I have so much valued being a long-term member of CALA.
Loida Garcia Fibo, I am ALA president for 2018 and 2019. I have been a member of CALA for about 15 years.
My name is Ken Yamashita. I've been a member of CALA ever since I was elected president of the Joint Council of Librarians of Color.
I'm Lessa Kananiopua Palaia Lozada, your American Library Association president and past president of the Asian Pacific American Librarians Association and lifetime member of the Chinese American Librarians Association. Happy anniversary, CALA. We are so excited to celebrate with all of you.
I'm Barbara Lison. I'm the president of IFLA, the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions. 50 years, this is a great time, half a century.
I'm Tracy Hall, Executive Director of the American Library Association. And because my own practice as a librarian has been so profoundly shaped by CALA and Chinese American librarians across the country, it is my profound pleasure to say, happy 50th anniversary, CALA.
Happy 50th birthday, CALA.
I'd like to wish CALA a happy 50th anniversary.
A standing ovation to CALA, your leadership and accomplishment.
Congratulations, CALA, on your 50th anniversary.
Congratulations to CALA.
Congratulations, CALA.
Happy 50th anniversary, CALA. My best wishes.
Happy anniversary, CALA.
张莹祝贺 CALA 50华诞，祝 CALA 永葆青春。
Happy anniversary, CALA.
Awesome. So thank you all so much for participating in this video, as well as just your congrats and support. And it was hopefully everyone felt it was really, really spectacular. I certainly do. And really want to thank Jamie for that, putting this together since last year. And we're going to move on to our updates. So these are just a few updates for those who are not familiar with some of our projects that are connecting to 50th anniversary. So our task force members, as well as other folks, will be sharing this information. So, oh, I just want to see, Sai, do you want to say a little bit about the CALA Assist updates?
Oh, sorry, I didn't prepare anything because I was not told I needed to introduce this. But we create this the CALA 50 Celebration Task Force and CALA Assist. CALA Assist is CALA's institution repository. So we create this grant. And for the CALA Assist collection and the CALA 50th anniversary collection, so to be featured in CALA Assist. So we got 3 winners. The 3 collections are CALA, A Path to the Future Library Leaders, which are interviews of past CALA presidents. And the second one is CALA Yalsa Chinese American Reading List. So right now it has like about 52 books for young adults and juvenile, for young adults and children. And the Minqing Women's Poetry Collection, it has about 100 of entries for poets and the works from Ming and Qing dynasties. It's more on like Chinese cultural heritage. So we blended the 3 collection to be one. It's called the CALA 50th anniversary collection. So on this occasion, could you go to the next page? So we also include these documents and the webinars and projects. So the Path to Leadership, which is the important grant it's a collaborative project between CALA and APALA, and we included that report into the future documents collection, and also include the tribute, and also the Chinese Weekday, the Chinese Cultural Heritage Group. We organized several webinars focusing on describing Chinese heritage materials. So right now we included 2 speakers, like the webinar into this series, and also the CALA YALSA reading list. We had that the reading list, the PDF file in this collection as well. We're going to continue to add more collections. Would you go to the next page? Next slide. This is just one of the first collections. So this is the CALA YALSA reading list. It's a reading list for the Chinese Americans, young readers. It's written, actually, I think it's written by Chinese American authors. So we built this list like in a gallery fashion. So we hope like we are opening classes to all our members, and if you have any works related to the Chinese American community on Chinese American librarians, you're welcome to have it deposited into our repository, and it's open to everyone. And thank you so much. And you can visit our collections in our exhibits in classes. I'm going to include the link in the chat if Susan hasn't added. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you, Sai. So it's a really great repository of really important scholarship and resources out there for folks who are interested in knowing and learning more about CALA. So I think the next one is we have social media updates. So I could just briefly share with this, or Sai, would you like to as co-chair, or?
Ray, you can share it, please.
So there are our CALA channel that was shared earlier that contains some of our webinars that some are recorded and deposited there, and what others were not recorded. So feel free to take a look at that. We have really active Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and WeChat groups. And the slide deck will be shared at the end for all registered participants. So you can click on it if you want to join and view more. We welcome that. In addition, there is a CALA 50th anniversary project that Sai and others in the social media subcommittee are doing. And here are just some highlights to really recognize CALA's 50th anniversary and all the important history and milestones from 1973 to today, even last month through JCLC, which was held in Florida. And so we're really excited to see all of this being shared out. And there's also more information being shared here in terms of CALA celebrating its 50th anniversary since 1973. And there's this one that is led by our ALA president, Lessa Paleo-Lazada, who has read this tribute recognizing our 50th anniversary at ALA Council. And then there's also another project here, which is the CALA and YALSA collaboration. And I want to see if our team folks are here. Is Crystal here? Crystal, do you want to say something about this? Or maybe Susan?
Oh, sorry. I couldn't figure out the mute button on my phone. But yeah, this has been a 2-year collaboration with myself, Melody Lung, Jin Wu, Susan Shi, Christy Lau, Amy Chow, and Kathy Adronic, and tons of other people. The PDF is available at bit.ly at Stories Beyond, or also in the CALA's repository. We're also going to be doing some panels related to this, and that will hopefully be upcoming as well. But this was a really fun project for 2 years, and we're really proud to finally put this out there and hope that people can find use of it in developing their collections.
Great, thank you, Crystal and Susan and many others, Melody involved. I think this is such a great collaboration with YALSA, as well as getting input from ALSC and other groups that you have listed in this PDF project. So you can see it later. It's being shared in the chat box. And we're gonna proceed here to just a little more updates. So starting in 1973, there are so many things happening, right? Like, and then from 1973 to 2003, there is this really important collection called Bridging Cultures. Some of you may have seen it. Some of you may not be familiar with it, but this was edited by CALA members at the time to really showcase the organization's history from 30 years. And at that time in 2003, there was a opening sort of note or foreword written by Dr. Carla Hayden, who was the ALA president at the time, who is currently the Librarian of Congress. And so we really just like see this and see how like things have like changed for so many us as well as organizationally. And we are now in 2013, we celebrate from 1973 to 2013 this important issue that CALA members such as Sai and Priscilla and others have put together, right? So now with that being said, we decided to take it a different turn, looking at the last 10 years from 2013 to 2023. So the CALA newsletter, which is not out yet, but it will be out after this call that we'll send out, that you can just look at all the important milestone and histories just within the last 10 years. And it's a really great work. So I really want to thank Esther, Shi Peng, and other folks who've been involved in the newsletter work. I just want to see if Esther, are you here? Do you want to say a few words?
Yes, I'm here. It's been my honor to collaborate with everybody on the committee in creating these newsletters, especially given the chance to do the 50th year anniversary newsletter. It was a lot of work. And I'm grateful to everybody who submitted work and submitted their articles and contributions because it made it what it is today. So yeah, thank you everybody for participating and giving us actual work to put in there. It was there's a lot of information and a bunch of thank yous and happy anniversaries. So take a look at it. It's a lot of good content.
Thank you so much, Esther. Really appreciate your leadership, your commitment, and to CALA for the past 3 years. I know you've been working on this, so I know we've overlapped too in the newsletter work. So it's been a joy working with you. So thank you so much for this, as well as the newsletter subcommittee involved, as well as everyone. So stay tuned for that. So now I just wanted to give a shout out here. As mentioned in our message, everyone who has registered will receive this digital calendar that was designed by a colleague from the Connecting with the Public Relations and Fundraising Committee. So that's with Wei-Ling Liu. And so we'll send that email out shortly with this calendar. And I just want to see if Wei-Ling, are you here? Do you want to say something about the calendar?
Yes. Yeah, I have been working with the CALA's directory in the past, but since we stopped printing the directory, that an idea came to my mind that I think create a Chinese calendar might be a good way to celebrate CALA's 50th anniversary. So that's what our committee started and create this calendar. So hopefully everybody will enjoy it, because it includes the Chinese 24th 节气 and also the Chinese major vacations or holidays or something like that, as well as the American holidays. So you can see both on the calendar.
Thank you. Yeah, and so it is the year of the rabbit. We're heading into April, but it's still pretty, we still have about 9 months to go. So it still could be used a lot, and want to thank everyone for donating. And so you get a copy, and for everyone registered here, you will get a copy as well. And now I just wanted to give a shout out to one of our open access publication. It's called the International Journal of Librarianship. And there is a special issue that will come out in July focusing on leadership, as well as celebrating CALA's 50th anniversary. And I don't know if there's anybody from IJOL who is here that wants to say something about IJOL.
Thank you, Ray. I think I can speak up for this one as the inaugural editor-in-chief for this journal. And with the support from CALA leaders and members, we created this journal in 2016. And now we have, we already published 14 issues, 8 volumes on schedule, including about 150 articles till today. Most of them are peer-reviewed articles. Yeah, thank you so much. I think this is really, yeah, our authors is really successful. Our authors came, and other contributors actually came from, we counted from more than 20 countries in 5 continents around the world. So it's really a truly international publication. Thank you for all CALA members' support. Please continue to submit, serve as a reviewer or an editor for this journal. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. This is open access, so feel free to explore. We have so much content that's focusing on librarianship from global perspectives. And now we're going to transition to just information. So this is coming up at the ALA Annual Conference 2023 in Chicago, which we're really excited to celebrate with all of you if you are able to attend. So the CALA's President's Program is a panel discussion with presidents of the National Associations of Librarians of Color. So that includes the American Indian Library Association, the Black Caucus of American Library Association, Reforma, the National Association to Promote Library and Information Services to Latinos and the Spanish-speaking, and the Asian Pacific American Librarians Association. This is tentatively the time and date and location. We will be discussing our milestones and celebrations. Each one of us have celebrated about 40 to 50 years, and so this is a great way to come together after an extraordinary JCLC conference that happened last month. And for those who are wondering, you do need to register ALA annual conference to attend, and then it's separate from the ALA President's Program. I think there was some questions that people had about it, but this is something we're really looking forward to coming together as a community. And then there's also the CALA Midwest chapter. So as mentioned, we have different chapters and they have annual programs. This one will be held also at the ALA Annual Conference 2023 in Chicago. Locations TBA, but you can find the time and date there. And I just want to see if Meng, are you here to say something? Or no, I don't see Meng here, but if there's anybody from the Midwest chapter who'd like to share something about the program, please feel free. All right, so I will pass it over. Oh, there's this other part here. So this is the social and reception that we have coming up at ALA Annual. So you're all invited if you're attending the conference. Good to see you all in person. And this is going to be really, really exciting to come together, celebrate. We also have poster presentations, which I will pass over to Vinci.
So yes, we are very excited this year. We have over 20 posters that will be showing. So please feel free to join us. There's different topics that cover from open scholarly communication, social media, latest research trend, digital curation, definitely some posters that reflect on CALA's different projects. So there's a lot of great information. So if you do come to ALA, please definitely stop by to our poster section.
Thank you. Yeah, and full description will be shared shortly so you can take a look at some of these innovative work that's done by CALA members across the world. So we have many, many folks coming to present and share really great ideas, and you're welcome to grab appetizers as well as check out these amazing posters. So with that being shared, I think we are transitioning to almost towards the end. So we're going to take a Zoom picture of everyone. Everybody, please share your shout outs to Cindy in the chat box. Cindy, you're getting a lot of applauses, a lot of love and heart. So thank you so much for sharing that. performance with us, and really great way to sort of start closing out here. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying it's really beautiful, and yeah, thank you so much. All right, so we're sort of closing in with the last 5 minutes to go. It's a sort of an opportunity, announcements to share and updates from CALA members. If there's anything you want to share with the group before we sort of close out. And it looks like we might not have an official time to do breakout groups, but if people want to stay, I'm happy to host it afterwards. But right now, I just want to see if folks want to share something. Please feel free to unmute or whatnot.
So hi everyone. The call for volunteer for next year's committee will be coming out soon. So if you see the announcement, please consider volunteering for committee next year.
Thank you, Vinci. Anyone else? All right, it looks like maybe folks are thinking about it, but yeah, feel free to also put in the chat box so folks can see. Thank you so much for the congratulations and celebrations. We're so happy that all of you are here with us and joining us today. And yeah, thank you again for all of our supporters, all of our members. We hope to see you at ALA Annual Conference in 2023 in Chicago in just a few months. And yeah, I will stop sharing